certainly will stay tuned for that. Thank you, Dylan. It is time now to say welcome to the Local Vibe, and we are going to find out what to watch from our favorite friend to the program.
That's right, favorite Friday friend. Joining us this morning is film critic Dale Pollak. He has his weekly reviews for us. Good morning to you, Dale.
Good morning, Dylan. Good morning, Audrey. Great to be with you.
Thank you. I like that outfit today. Is that like, you've got some blue on there?
Thanks. Yes, summer colors.
Yes,
that's a
very
nice color.
nice. It is a nice color. Cool. Well, let's get right into it here. Let's start off with The Idea of You on Prime Video. Tell us a little bit about that one.
Well, you know, this seems to be in the air this time. If you remember, there was a film called May December where Julianne Moore played a teacher who had seduced a much younger student of hers. We're in a similar territory here with The Idea of You. This time it's Anne Hathaway, who is playing a 40-year-old mother of a teenager. And this is where, right from the beginning, this begins to fall apart. Because the 16-year-old daughter looks like Anne Hathaway's sister. And you just don't believe she's the mother in this. It strains your credulity. And then, of course, she has to fall in love with a much younger man, in this case, 24-year-old Nicholas Galitzine, who I had never seen before. He plays a Harry Styles kind of character in a boy band who falls for her, and you just don't believe it. And that's a big problem when you have the whole film centers on the believability of she and this pop star having a real relationship. And what we get is a lot of moody, kind of long, lovely looks. Oh, I really love you, and that kind of stuff. But there's zero dramatic tension. And when you don't believe the premise, it's hard to believe the film. So, you know, Anne Hathaway looks so young, which is, you know, a great thing for her career.
Right.
It doesn't work so well in this film because she's just not believable as the mother of a 16-year-old.
Did they have any romance chemistry at all, Dale?
I didn't sense it at all.
Okay.
I mean, he's a good-looking kid and everything, but you don't believe the essence of the relationship because it seems manufactured and convenient for the plot of this film.
Gotcha. Yeah, not so organic,
Yeah,
I guess.
right.
And
Nope.
Anne looks like she's
Popcorns.
two popcorns.
Oh, that's it.
Oh man,
Popcorn.
I want a 1, Dale. I don't know if you've ever given a 1 when I've been on the show.
Not with you.
No,
Yeah.
not with me.
I don't think
You give all the 1 popcorns when Brian's on, but I haven't gotten one yet.
I think there's a reason for that.
Well, yeah, maybe so. Maybe we just have the good movies when Audrey and I are on. But yeah, had friends that watched this,
Oh,
and
really?
they didn't like it.
They didn't like it either?
No, like Dale said, it just wasn't believable.
Yeah, that kind of is a waste of time then.
Oh.
Okay, we're switching to Netflix now. Dale, tell us about Three Body Problem. Is that the right
Well,
title?
talk about going from the... Yeah, that's the title, Three Body Problem, based on a best-selling Chinese science fiction novel that has sold supposedly more than 1 million copies. It is a difficult series to describe because the plot is difficult to describe. To make it really simple, aliens are coming, but they're not coming for another 450 years. So what do Earthlings do to prepare for this invasion, which cannot be stopped? And that's the premise of this series. So, you know, you've got this looming crisis, and it's very impactful on all the characters. Earth is scrambling to come up with some kind of response. The aliens may or may not be good people, or good creatures. We're never sure of what their real intent is, and that's what keeps the suspense going in the series. It's not a simple story, it's a complicated story, but it's well told, I think. And if you're up for a more cerebral science fiction movie, this isn't, you know, a War of the Worlds. This is the aliens are a distant presence, but they are not a peaceful presence. So, you know, what does the planet do? And that's really the big task of a series to take on. And this one does a good job of holding on to it. So, you know, I think I've read that they could spin another 10 movies out of this one book. It's so rich with possibilities.
Wow.
And it's been translated into English, and apparently it's now becoming a bestseller. But this series is a great introduction to it, and it's suspenseful and it keeps you going. So, we're seeing a lot of dystopian future movies. This is a movie that actually gives Earth a challenge it can meet. So I thought that was interesting compared to the inevitable, we're going to be invaded and we're going to be swallowed and eaten and, Earthlings will just disappear. There's a more positive focus in this of how do we communicate with an alien species and how do we prepare for the inevitable.
Okay.
That leads to good drama, and that's why I'm giving Three Body Problem 4 popcorn.
Oh,
Three
four.
popcorns.
Four popcorn.
Wow.
No, four.
Okay.
Four.
Three.
Yeah, we have a
body
2, 3,
problem.
and 4.
I think
And
this
it's
is,
worth sampling.
this is the strangest title. I just don't
Three
understand
body
it.
problem. Is there?
I don't either. It's the Chinese title translated.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
It has to do with, I think it has to do with how do you see into the future.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe Google Translate messed up or something with I don't know. I don't know. I
A
don't
good
understand
idea,
it.
Dylan. Let's try that.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe. So let's. The last one here, Dale. Let's stay on Netflix. It's called The Asunta Case. Am I saying that right?
Yes, you are right.
Okay.
This is a Spanish series. Remember, Netflix has production companies all over the world now in the territories where they're broadcast. This is one from their Spanish production company. And it's about a missing 12-year-old adopted child who just seems to disappear out of nowhere. Her parents aren't home and it happens. And then your suspicion goes from one parent to the other. Is it the mother who did away with her? Is it the father who did away with her? Or is it someone else altogether? And this is the series does a good job of pitting the points of view of two characters. So you see everything from the mother's point of view, and then you see everything from the father's point of view. And in each of their perspectives, the other one is guilty. So it really is kind of a high stakes wager almost on who really did this to the girl. And then the girl herself has a whole backstory that's very strange. And you're never sure of, did she run away? Is she really missing? Did someone kill her? That's kind of suspense keeps this series going through 7 episodes. And, at first I was a little skeptical, but I got pulled in. And by the end, it's a satisfying drama with a resolution that leaves you, okay, now I understand what happened. And these days, that kind of clear resolution is missing sometimes in a lot of streaming series. You've got to take a guess at how things are really going to work out. In this, you're really never sure who to believe, and that goes right up until the ending, and that makes for a suspenseful, very watchable series. So when you're up, it is subtitled in Spanish language. The actors are, of course, completely unknown to us, but are very well known in Spain when I looked them up. And this is worth watching because I think it delivers on the premise.
All right, cool. Let's hear the popcorns. What you got?
3 popcorns. It doesn't go to the highest range, but it's very watchable. And I think at the end you feel like you've seen something that has engaged you.
Yeah, for sure. It seems like the plot, the premise is something that I would be interested in, sort of suspenseful and like a series that I would be able to keep watching.
Yep.
But the subtitles kind of throw me off a little bit, like having to
little
read
bit.
and watch the whole time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That might be one to give a try, though.
Yeah, this isn't a very literary script, so the subtitles are pretty straight to the point. You're not getting big, long monologues in subtitles. But I agree, for some people, it's an irritant, and they don't really like to watch foreign language. Netflix dubs a number of their series. This one was not dubbed. And you see it in the original Spanish language. I will say the 2 actors who play the mother and father are terrific.
That's wonderful.
And they're really a
Yeah.
large part of the reason to watch this.
I like the
good.
diverse range today. We have 2,
Yes.
3, and 4 too,
Yes.
and talking about some different cultures. There we go. Let's
There you
get
go,
out the
Audrey.
words.
It's Friday. Come
It
on,
is
Audrey.
I'm ready for the weekend. Dale, thank you so
There we go.
much for joining us as always here this morning. Here are those 3 titles one more time. The Idea of You on Prime Video, Three Body Problem on Netflix and The Assunta Case also on Netflix.
Yep, and if you ever need more TV and movie recommendations, you have two ways to find them. Visit WXII 12 YouTube pages, Movies in Review playlist, or check out DaleMPollock.com.